Hi Libra, welcome back. So Libra, this is going to be your spiritual tarot reading and we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. When I was meditating on the overall collective energy, Libra, first of all, I woke up with this song in my head and I was thinking it was for me, but I do have a Libra moon, and then it was made clear it was also for this reading. So it was an older song by Mariah Carey, Emotions. But specifically the part of the song that they kept playing was, I feel good, I feel nice. So I don't know if you're going into this energy from being somewhat introverted or maybe in your emotional space, maybe even for some of you doing shadow work in the recent past, to going more into the flow now, feeling more in balance, Libra, and feeling good, okay? Feeling good about yourself, about others, because now I've got another song coming through, which is feeling good like I should. I don't know who sings that one. But then they kept giving me the part which nobody could sing except Mariah Carey, and I'm not even going to try, where she does the high-pitched thing, and, oh gosh, she says, it feels like a dream when you love me endlessly, and I like the way it feels inside. And then she does the high pitchy thing. Okay, so anyways, even if the song, the artist, or the lyrics don't resonate with you, I just feel like, yeah, come back to this reading in a week or two, because for some of you, you're not on this timeline just yet, and so this might be a little preemptive or something like that. But just stick with it, Libra. Whatever you have going on, work through it. Go with your gut instinct. I feel like that's going to be really important during this time frame. Allow yourself to feel good. You know, some of you might literally go from a really low vibration and then wake up one morning and be like the total opposite of that. Like you just wake up feeling good, like, oh, you know, I'm so glad that energy is lifting, especially as we go into the next week. So let's get into the tarot cards and see where this is headed, Libra, and get a little bit more specific for you. While I was talking, I got two cards out, the Moon and the Trine. So Pisces, Libra energy, like I said, the Moon is very instinctual, like follow your gut reaction type of energy, you know, very emotional as well, very sensitive, very intuitive energy coming through. This is also talking about spending more time alone and maybe wanting your privacy or having alone time, okay? And so that you can sort of feel your feelings or just allow yourself that privacy, that space, right? And I feel like the world seems a little chaotic lately, energetically speaking, right? It was like a ramp up in energy right around that new moon. And a lot of people felt that. And a lot of people's response to that, Libra, was to kind of go into like their cage again or go into introversion again to self-soothe a little bit. And so some of you have done that or will be doing that, and that's good because that's going to allow you to go into the flow here, which is harmonization, which is being able to enjoy life and being able to enjoy self, feeling re-energized, okay? If you have been feeling a lack of support when it comes to the emotional realm of your life, then going into this more supportive phase, whether that be other people showing it to you or you providing that for other people, okay? So it's a beautiful start to the reading. I also got a Mariah Carey song in... I must be channeling my inner Mariah. I don't know. I also got it in Taurus's reading. If you have Taurus placements in your chart or dealing with one, you might want to check their reading out as well. So let's see what the Gilded Angels Tarot has to say, and then we're going to get more detail around the situation. So you have the Angel of Magic, which is my card of manifestation, and the Six of Wands. So that's where that song is coming from. I'm feeling good, like I should. It's like manifesting yourself kind of out of a ditch almost, emotionally, energetically. And it's like getting some sort of recognition. Now, this could be in the workplace, but it could also be within relationships, you know. It's like you're in the flow of creation. Now listen, we're always creating, whether we're aware or not aware of it. But when we're consciously creating, meaning we're paying attention to our thoughts, we are listening to our emotions and responding from that space, like it looks like magic to other people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever met someone, Libra, that they just walk into a room and it's like their energy precedes them, and they hold confidence but not ego. They're bright, but they're not, overly energetic. Like they have alchemy, right? They have balance within their energy. And I feel like that's what you are bringing to the table, or have the ability to do, right? Especially as a Libra, finding that balance and achieving that balance within your emotional self, within your life. But it appears like magic, right? To other people. It's like, how did you do that? How did you get where you're at? Like, how did you obtain that? And people just being like a little bit dumbfounded as to how you arrived where you're at. Because maybe they are not in the flow. Maybe they are struggling or had to work really hard to get everything that they have. And then you're just kind of over there easing through life, And it's like, don't get me wrong, Libra, you definitely had your struggles. But it seems effortless to those who are observing you. It seems effortless, even if it's not. And I feel like during this time frame, it's actually going to feel effortless. It's like success coming to you without even really having to do much, just being yourself, just being happy, just being in the flow. And it's like the universe responding by giving you some sort of pat on the back or recognition, like people all of a sudden treating you better, or just noticing a difference in the environment and in others is coming through. So like really super positive energy so far. We're going to go into the thought space and see what you have going on in the ego and the thoughts. Then we're going to go into the emotional space, Libra. We have going on in the heart chakra and the emotions. And then we're going to look at it from the higher spiritual picture as to where this is headed. All right. So Libra, let's see what cards we get out for you. Headspace. Well, that was fast. Oh my gosh. First card out is you. Justice. 9 of Wands. Okay. I have another song coming through. It's Kelly Clarkson. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm not sure if that's the actual name of it, but that's the lyric. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. So, Libra, you've got Justice, which is you, the 9 of Wands, the 3 of Discs, the Hanged Man here. So, this is a positive thinking at its best, okay? And needing to go into that direction, or some of you really in that space right now, where it's just like you're achieving some sort of balance. Some of you have recently learned some sort of important karmic lesson as it pertains to getting into the flow or letting go. And it's allowing you to have balance here. It's like knowing what's your battle and what's not your battle. And getting overly concerned with other people, or inserting yourself, or trying to take on the emotions of another. Although it feels like you're being empathetic at times, you have accidentally let that energy latch onto you, and then you became that emotion, right? Have you ever done this, Libra, where like maybe you are consoling a friend, or you're talking to a family member that's going through something, or a partner, and you start to really empathize with them to the fact that you start feeling their emotions, and then before you know it, you're taking it to bed with you. Now you're worried about it, etc., etc. And although I think is really, it's caring, right? It's caring for another, to actively listen to them and to be a sounding board for people we love. But it's a whole nother thing when you absorb and retain that energy and then make their problem your problem. And in fact, when you do that, it lowers your vibration, and then you are no longer help to the very person that was using you as a sounding board. It's like one person has to stay in an uplifting, higher vibration energy in order to be of assistance to the other. And so, you know, if that's what you have been doing, Libra, it's like taking a step back from that and, you know, kind of detaching yourself. I'm not saying you don't care about what's going on with the people you love, but detaching from the need to solve other people's problems or to carry around their worries, their energy, even if it's your intimate partner, you know, that might be going through something that's personal to their vibration. Sometimes we get so intertwined, especially with intimate relationships, it's easy to be like, well, I can't feel good if they don't feel good. But it's like the both of you not feeling good is not going to net you any better results, right? So somebody's got to keep themselves accountable for keeping in alignment, right? And so I just feel like if you hadn't been feeling good, Libra, it's because there was some absorption going on in the environment of other people's energy, right? And it being counterintuitive and throwing you off balance because of that. But for some of you, that's past energy. It's still lingering, though. Some of you are still in the thick of it, and that's why I said come back in a week or two. This will make more sense to you. But either way, you're coming into balance again. And it's like knowing what to fight for, knowing when to let other people own their energy and you own your energy. But yet still bringing this cooperativeness to the table, okay? Seeing things from another perspective or another person's perspective, you know? I feel if there's been difficulty understanding, you know, like why someone does the things that they do or where they're coming from, I also feel like that understanding coming in, and for some of you, what the understanding is that it's not your job to figure that out for another person. And in fact, you can't, because you cannot assert yourself into someone else's energy. They have to intrinsically go towards that. And, okay, I heard mind your business. It's like stay in your own lane, Libra. You know, understand love from a distance, have compassion, but right now focus on feeling good, okay? Because I do feel like there's cooperation here. There is a chance to connect also with like-minded individuals during this time frame after letting some sort of something go or letting your guard down, okay? Yeah, so let's go into the emotional space, Libra, and see what we have going on there for you. The emotional space. King of Swords, that's your energy, whether you're male or female. The Hermit. The Emperor. Ooh. And the Two of Discs, the Fool at the bottom of the deck. So, Libra, on an emotional level, it's just like some of you might have been a little bit closed off within the emotional space, or using your logic more so than emotion to make decisions, okay? There is some sort of deep recognition of one's feelings going on. It's like, sorry, I had to stop because I kept hearing I kept getting, I know what I know and I know what I know. I don't know what that means. If, I know what I know and I know what I know. And that's all I know. It's a sense, Libra, of like, I may not have all of the answers, but I know how I feel, and that's real. Now, this could be coming from someone external from you. That could be how they are feeling as it pertains to you. Like they don't maybe pretend to know everything that there is to know, or, you know, but they know how they feel, you know. Or this could be your energy, Libra, coming through. All of a sudden, I got really emotional, which is funny because I don't really see that much emotion going on. I see a lot of logic going on. But then they give me the word sustenance. Somebody needing some sort of emotional sustenance. I'm sorry, I have a very specific energy. I almost want to call it an entity coming through. And it's like, I can see this person in my mind, Libra. And this could be you or someone you're dealing with. And it's like, their energy is a little bit disheveled. It seems like they have been fatigued or worn down by life or just in general. And it's like, maybe this person, they keep giving me the word battle scars. Maybe this person in the past had this very, like, I know, right? And then now, over time, it's like worn them thin or something. And now I see, like, this person, and they're presenting him to me, and it is a masculine, but it's a general read, so it could be feminine, masculine. And I just keep seeing this person, and you know how someone's eyes look worn? Like they just... It's like they're presenting themselves in this way, like, I may not know much, but I know I love you. And now I'm getting this song by Aaron Neville, was it? I don't know much, but I know I love you. And that may be all I need to know. It's almost like this person is humbling themselves, or you are. I feel like if you're a masculine Libra, this is probably connecting with you. If you're a feminine Libra, you're dealing with a masculine like this, or some sort of family figure like this, where it's like a humbling going on in the energy. And I'm sorry, this is so out of left field, because it's not all what maybe these cards mean, but this is for someone. And it's like, okay, fine, I don't know much, but I do know this, you know? And it's pulling at my heartstrings. So you may have someone, Libra, that pulls at your heartstrings during this time frame, okay? Or maybe you're not even aware. Maybe it's not like this person is coming and telling you this, but I'm telling you that's what's going on within them. Or maybe this is you and you're not necessarily saying it, but that's what's going on internally. Again, this is so specific. This reading is going to be hitting every dot for you or not, just period. But it's like worn thin. Worn thin. That is the word I keep getting. And emotionally, because it tugs at your heartstrings, it's like pushing you into this deeper emotional space where you're having to really evaluate your spiritual path even, or something that you thought you knew that maybe you didn't know. And it's got things a bit back and forth in your heart and your mind. And it's like trying to come at it from the logical standpoint, because some of you have just literally achieved balance and you're starting to feel good again. And then this pulls at your heartstrings, and it could pull you out of the flow if you don't stay ahead of your emotions. I don't feel like it's bad. I feel like it's good, but for whatever reason, it throws your energy through a loop or something, or maybe you go back and forth on whether to try and understand this individual or to understand yourself, but there's a sense here, Libra, I don't mean to keep pausing, of you feeling like you know your spiritual path and you know what's for you. And yet there is either a person or something changing in the energy coming through. And you might want to be quick to be like, okay, that's not on my path, you know, but then it tugs at your heartstrings or something. And it has you questioning, well, is it on my path? Or, you know, like life tends to do that to us, right? Like we think we've got it all figured out and we're going to go from trajectory A to B to C to D, and it's going to go in a straight line, and we think we know. But every once in a while, the universe likes to throw a little curveball You know, I don't, it's just the way it works. I'm not really sure. And it's like, okay, do I know? Do I need to readjust? Do I need to reevaluate? Do I need to go back and forth on this again? Now, some of you feel like you're not going to, even though it does pull at your heartstrings. But some of you, it's like a readjustment or a refocusing or getting some sort of pause. A pause for concern. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Gosh, now that song's in my head. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I feel like I have two different groups of Libras here. Some of you are like, sorry, not sorry when it comes to like that situation. Some of you, it's pulling at you, you know. Let's see. Whoa. 3 of Swords in the reverse, 10 of Swords in the upright. Strength. Oh my gosh. That makes so much sense as to why I got the Kelly Clarkson song Stronger. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Look at these cards. It looks like literally someone is like stabbed, dying right here. Not literally, symbolically. But like, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. The Strength card. That's way too many cards. We'll keep that at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Cups. Wow. So, Libra, you're coming into your power, okay? But not in like, and I don't mean that in like this egotistical, I'll cut you down with my words way. I mean in this enlightened sort of way. I feel there's a lot of emotion going on, okay, because I feel quite emotional. That could be coming from you or whoever you're connecting with. You've healed from some heartache, and it took you a while because it kind of felt like you've been stabbed in the back, you know, by this person or some sort of let down, because I'm getting another song. Don't let me, don't let me, don't let me down. Don't let me down. I don't know who sings that. But it made you stronger. You know, like the Kelly Clarkson song says, it made you stronger, right? It put you in this place of confidence, or at least that's where it's headed, and a deeper knowing of oneself, of yourself. And because of that, because it created some sort of deeper knowing or confidence within you, you can now see the situation from a higher perspective. And this is allowing you to be open to communication, or your receptors are open, so it may pull in some sort of communication or new downloads or new ideas. I just feel like this has been a really huge self-love journey for the Libras that are tuning in. And like unbeknownst to this person or other people, they may not even be aware of what you had to go through to get where you're at. And so they're looking at you like, wow, that seems effortless. But like, little do they know, right, Libra, that there was a lot of other things going on in your life. But, and even a sense of feeling depleted at times, or just like a wounded, all right? You might have felt wounded by some situations, but in reality, what it did is it like jump-started, or is jump-starting this part of you that is more cooperative, yes, but also more confident in what it is that you're doing. And it's like bringing a little bit of flavor. They keep wanting me to do this, a little bit of flavor. I got some Italian Libras here or something, a little bit of this. Like they're giving me this. And actually, I saw that in the meditation that I did. I totally forgot about it till now. for you, Libra. And I also saw a pearl in someone's hand. It was sand at first, and then it turned to a pearl. So you're getting some sort of pearl of wisdom during this time frame. And it's opening you up, right? It's opening you up emotionally, but it's also opening you up to the flow, and then some sort of recognition or validation coming through as well during this time frame. This reading is really clear cut compared to some of the other readings I've done. So I feel like even if you are going back and forth, it's actually pretty clear cut. Like your path is pretty clear to you. Or is it going to become that way? Let's see what the Osho Zen has to say. Politics. Oh, goodness. Fighting. Beyond the illusion. So there might have been politics or fighting going on with this connection or somewhere else in your life. And it's like being able to see beyond the illusion. So what I mean by that is, Libra, it might have been easy to get caught up in the differences of opinion or the differences between you and another person, but Spirit asking you to see beyond the illusion, the facade of separation, as we are all connected, and internally, eternally, we are all of the same source of love and light. And even though when we get down into the 3D in the world, it seems from the ego's perspective that there's a lot of differences among us. Truly, if you get to the core and the essence and the soul of a person, you'll see there is a lot of commonality. Okay, so let's get one guidance card then. Well, this flew out. Oh my gosh, this isn't even the right deck. Okay, so I'll read it anyways. Some of you could be also connecting with Gemini, but this is all about getting your empowerment and also your social network showing up here, Libra. All right, so some opportunities to collaborate or connect with people in your social network as well. Let's see what the guidance is. Vulnerability, soul solitude, the two cards that came out. So I feel like this is where you're coming from, the soul solitude, and then going into this more, maybe you went into solitude because of vulnerability, but let me read both of them to you. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet. A place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. Isn't that what I started the reading with? That exact energy? Then this is vulnerability. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory, where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Wow. I mean, that's some sound advice right there, and definitely correlates with the message that I just got for you, Libra. So what a great reading. Like, just very clear. So let me tell you what zodiac signs you could be dealing with during this time frame. I have Leo energy here. I have Aries energy, Virgo, Pisces, Libra. Could be dealing with another Libra. They're giving me Taurus, but I don't see it out on the table, but I heard Taurus. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I'm seeing. Sometimes the Magician to me is fixed energy: Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. So, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can catch me for more fun stuff on my Facebook. I do go live there, and there's all kinds of fun stuff over there. But I also have an Instagram. Check them both out, link down below in the description box. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so in the About section. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it there. Stay tuned because the You versus Them readings are out next. Until next time, Libra. Namaste. Namaste.